country fans.
Yes, tonight is the night you've all been waiting for. Actually, it's the night we've all been waiting for.
It is the first People's Choice Country Awards ever. And we're coming to you live from the Grand Ole Opry stage right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm Chuck Wicks.
And I'm Natalie Stovall. Starting right now and for the next hour, we're going to deliver all of tonight's carpet and backstage country glam straight into your living room. And let me tell you what's fun about that. Tonight's glam is all about your favorite country stars dressed to the Nashville Nines.
Yes, and for Natalie and me, that's really fun because normally we would see Blake Shelton, Lainey Wilson, Luke Combs in the frozen food section of our grocery store.
Yes.
And let's face it, we would probably find Blake in the cereal section because he's a child, and we all know that. And regardless, it's backwards ball cap and torn jeans all night.
Yes, or in Lainey Wilson's case, it would be bell-bottom sweatpants.
Yes.
But for tonight, it's country couture the Nashville way, with sleek, elegant lines and more sparkle than stars in heaven.
Yes, and probably some torn jeans, but really nice ones, really expensive.
Definitely, definitely. No doubt we'll see a good mashup of jeans and sparkle among our performers and presenters tonight. So, shall we run the list?
100%. All right, you take A through G.
Okay. So, how about Blake Shelton,
Yes.
Carly Pierce, Dan and Shay, Dustin Lynch, Gabby Barrett, Kane Brown.
Nope, Kane Brown. Nope, that's a K, so that's me.
Sorry.
K's
right.
mine from here on out. Kelsey Ballerini, love her, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Kristen Cavallari, everybody loves her. She
Yes.
does everything.
Yes.
Lauren Elena, Little Big Town, Scotty McCreery, Toby Keith, Winona, and a whole bunch more.
God, this is going to be such a great show.
No, it's going to be an amazing show.
Yes.
And not just because of all this super talent. Oh, no. It has to do with something we've all been thinking about since 1979. Nope, 1975. 1979, in my case, that's the year I was born, but I digress. I don't want to get into it because it's the People's Choice Awards for country.
It is the best award show possible because this whole night is all about you, the people, speaking up and making your voices heard about who you love in country music.
Bam, there it is. Mic drop. Yeah, best show idea ever. Who came up with it? Who came up with it?
Couldn't agree more. So let's start this thing off by showing you who's up for the top award tonight. The People's Artist of 2023. The votes are in. Tonight, we're celebrating all of your favorite country stars and music. You voted on a total of 12 categories, but only one entertainer will be named the People's Artist of 2023. And they'll be the first ever winner of that category. The nominees are Blake Shelton, Kelsey Ballerini, Luke Combs, Old Dominion, Kane Brown, Lainey Wilson, Morgan Wallen, and Zach Bryan. To find out who's taking the title home, stay tuned to the live show on NBC and Peacock.
All right, nominated duo group. We all know you guys, Lady A. Guys, we go way back.
Way back.
We do.
Yeah,
we do.
Y'all
were
some fun nights
single man running
back in the
partners
day,
back in the
Chuck.
day.
I miss you.
I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, Dave's a great guy.
Oh, I tell my wife too.
Thank you.
About me, no, about you.
No, I know. Dave's a great guy. Dave hasn't called me in 10 years, Cassie.
Well, y'all have, you get to that point where you kind of know when someone's not a great influence on you anymore. You've grown apart in that direction.
That's me. I think he's talking about me.
Well, you guys are still making great music. Love you back. What's it like? I feel like, we come out of that COVID for 2 years. You get back on tour. You start seeing the fans, and now you got new music. Dude, you're doing great things just personally. And so to have that full circle moment, you're about to go on tour and just bring this new music like Love You Back to the fans. How excited are you? What's next? What can people look for?
Yeah, well, the new song just came out last Friday, and we are just so excited to have it. This music that we've been working on, we were able to really road test it and play a handful of the songs live, and so it was fun to get the fan reaction.
Yeah.
And we just feel like this song is bringing what we feel like we do best, which is that two perspectives on a love story, nostalgia, and the three-part harmony and the very organic instrumentation.
Yeah, Dave really, in the studio along with Dan Huff, really wanted to get back to kind of a little American Honey type of sound, and with a mandolin up top. And you can just tell when you put out a song, you get this butterflies. So I hope they like it, and I can always tell, kind of when it's like, wah, wah, this is going to be a long journey, or this feels really strong. And so to see that reaction from the fans, immediately putting it out, and after we've got to perform on the Today Show, and the response was great. It was like, okay, whew, I can breathe a little bit.
Yes.
I do feel like you guys are such a powerhouse when it comes vocally, and sometimes, like you said, Dan Huff, your producer, sometimes he's the guy that's going to know to pull back the instruments so you guys can shine vocally more, and I feel like that's what you're doing with Love You Back in this new round of music.
Thank you. It feels good to be back out there.
It
We've been
does.
doing some theaters, taking requests, doing a really intimate show. Got another few weeks of that, but man, it's fun. Like you mentioned, just to be back. Our goal is longevity, to be doing this another 20 years. We're getting close to our 20-year mark, but just to keep going is the goal. So we're happy to be here.
Are you still giving away phones on tour?
We
and stuff
do.
Like
we
that?
give away a rotary phone every night.
A vintage phone, which is a little bit offensive.
Yes.
Because I've definitely used them.
Yeah.
No, but it's fun. I like doodle on it, and we have a whole booklet of our songs, just in case we don't know the lyrics, to some of the ones that they request.
That's when you've been doing it as long as you have. You're like, oh yeah, we recorded that 15 years ago.
We did.
Right.
All right, Lady A, thank you so much for coming. Good to see you guys.
you.
Always.
Call me, Chuck.
I'll call
okay?
you. Oh, we're going now? Okay, Chris Young. We're talking about bracelets and watches, and and I was saying it says Tucker's dad on it.
Which is much cooler. I will say, like, I did get this from my mom, my dad, my sister. They actually bought me this, so.
They bought you a Rolex?
Yeah, they bought me a Rolex for Christmas last year.
And you're fooling people thinking that you're rich, walking around with a Rolex.
Yeah, I'm like, obviously they think that I've got way more important things going on than I actually do outside of, being here, being a part of tonight.
You can tell expensive time. It's different. It's different than poor time. Expensive time is different. Now, Chris Young, obviously, your song Young Love, Saturday Night, on fire. People are making videos about it. You're questioning people. What's your perfect Saturday night? What's your perfect Saturday night?
I mean, it's being here, being a part of this event, just hanging out with you guys. It is actually, but I would say probably for me, just kind of relaxing at the house with my dog. When I'm not on the road and I'm not doing like crazy moving around, being in 4 states in 3 days kind of stuff, I just like hanging out with my dog, watching a movie, hanging with friends.
And what's your dog? Is it Porter?
Porter. So Porter the dog, he actually has... he's verified on Instagram, which I never thought I'd say that about my dog.
I think he has more followers than I do.
He's got like almost 80,000 followers.
Okay, he doesn't have his.
He's not as cool as you.
For the record, he does not have as many followers as I do. I want to talk about how great you look, Chris, because Chris and I, we go way back. We were signed to RCA Records together a long time ago, and you made a comment earlier, and it was really funny. You're like, you've lost a bunch of weight, you've been working out, you look great, and then you're like, look, Chuck, it looks like this is what we looked at when we signed.
I was going to say, well, you've never changed. You still look like when you signed. I was laughing because, we've known each other for a long time, and I do have to give you a huge shout out. I actually did an interview not too long ago on TV of me doing a workout, and they brought up the fact that like friends of mine that I've known for a really long time commented like, hey man, congratulations on everything you've been doing, putting in hard work and stuff. And you were one of the people that they mentioned specifically.
Oh,
so,
well,
thank you, dude.
You look great.
Thank you.
It does take a lot of work, and you're super focused on that, and it's awesome because it's good for your lifestyle. But on top of that, you're still making great music. So Young Love, Saturday Night, Chris Young, love it, man. Here he is.
Thank you, buddy.
Y'all, I am backstage right now with my girls, Chapel Heart.
How are you doing? Oh my goodness.
I am fabulous now. Look, I feel like it looks like I could be with you guys.
100%.
And didn't we do this the last time that we showed up on a carpet?
Every time we appear together on a carpet, we almost... Ladies and gentlemen, the 4th member of Chapel Heart.
There you go.
You can stop fighting over it.
Well, y'all know that the Runaway June Chapel Heart duo is going to happen.
Yes.
We got trios on trios.
A sexy sextet.
Oh.
Coming to a city near you,
Okay, now happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
Y'all's birthday post for her was so adorable.
Let me tell you what, this has been the best birthday I ever had in my life because it was Christmas themed, and I feel like Christmas doesn't come around fast enough.
That's so fun.
And I got to go to Top Golf for the first time in my life, so it was a Christmas themed Top Golf birthday. I cried when I got home. And then the Santa sent reindeer. Look right, Santa sent reindeer to Gallatin for me for my birthday, and I'm just telling you, Santa loves me, Jesus loves me. I can't complain.
I think those are regular deer, but you know, in the spirit.
Yes,
in the
yes.
spirit.
Okay, well, now we don't have a whole lot of time here, but give me a highlight of this year.
This has been a crazy year already.
I know,
We're here with
I know.
Ford tonight, which says a lot. You know what I mean?
We are Ford truck girls.
Look, we
right?
are Ford truck girls till we die, and so it's so exciting to be here with Ford tonight. And it just has already been a great year. My memory's terrible, so
I mean, we finished up our first headlining tour, like 60 dates all across the U.S.
Yes.
Still didn't get any sleep. We had our 1-year anniversary right
Here
here
at
at
the
the
Grand
Grand
Ole
Ole
Opry.
Opry.
I was so hoping you were gonna be here, but you know what?
Me too,
Soon.
but we get
We'll
to
do
catch
this
up
soon.
now.
Yes.
Okay, well, y'all look incredible as you always do.
We love
Thank
you. Come on,
so much.
sister.
I love you so
We
much.
love you.
Love y'all. Thank you.
You hug me.
All right, I'm here with Toby Keith. Big night. Country Music Icon Award for you. I don't think we need to have an award to know that you're an icon, but how does that feel to you?
Well, first of all, you know, it's 30 years. A lot of people go into this career, and so looking at the video and seeing 30 years of all the stuff we've amassed over those years is pretty crazy because it really went by fast because I was working all the time. But
Right.
it's really nice to recognize what we're doing.
Now, you're singing a song, Don't Let the Old Man In, tonight. What made you, because that's not a new song, what made you choose that song to sing?
Well, mainly because I've been going through my cancer fight for the last couple of years, and it's real inspiring to a lot of people. And so coming back on the TV for the first time or somewhere performing live in front of a big audience, I thought it was befitting. Plus, Rat Clark, the director, producer, wanted me to do it. Blake's doing Who's Your Daddy, and then Give Me the Award, and then I'm going to do Don't Let the Old Man. That's a movie, a song I wrote for Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you here tonight. It's the first time we've ever done this award show, and it's People's Choice, so it makes sense that you're here because the people love you.
Thank you, man.
And for everybody watching at home, how you feeling? Are you feeling good?
Feel pretty good. It's a roller coaster. You know, just lean on your faith, and lean into it, and just do what's next.
Yeah.
Whatever next is. Every day there's a next, so
That's right.
you just do it.
Toby Keith, everybody, thank you so much.
You're welcome, buddy.
Y'all, I am backstage right now with the lovely, the talented, the gorgeous, best voice we got here.
Oh, thank you.
Miss Lauren Elena.
I need you to introduce me always.
Well, you know I love
did not
you.
pay for that, and I should.
Did y'all hear that?
I love you.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are
Good to
you?
see you.
You
I'm
look
great,
gorgeous.
I'm great. Thank you.
Although you've just been glowing lately, I wonder
it's the
why.
ring. It's the ring.
Look at that! I haven't seen it in person. Oh,
It's very big.
congratulations. He did
when
well.
He popped the question. I stared at the ring for like 5 minutes. I was like, what? He
That
did so
video
well.
of
I
his
had-
daddy surprising you.
I know. I'm
that
a
was the
lucky woman.
sweetest
I've
thing.
got a lot of good men in my life.
You sure do.
And
You
his
sure
dad
do.
is the best, and that's the example for him, and I'm very fortunate for that.
Wow,
Bobo.
that is so
I love
beautiful.
Bobo.
Can we also talk about Thick as Thieves, the dance that is going everywhere, going viral? You got Blake, you got Kane, you got Lainey doing it. Everybody's doing it. Who came up with it?
My maid of honor, Molly, and I came up with the dance in a Kroger parking lot.
No.
Waiting to leave to go to a show. We were at bus call, and we were early and waiting to leave, and we were in the parking lot at Kroger making the dance step. I'm not kidding. At like
I
10
should
o'clock
have
at night.
known it would be the most country thing ever.
It wouldn't be me. I mean, like, I paid someone to do it.
No.
It's a fairly easy dance, which is why.
But that's
I
what
came
it
up
needs
with
to
it.
be for all of our sakes. So
It
thank
didn't
you
look
for
easy
that.
when Blake Shelton did it. I'll tell you that. It looked like the most.
No, but it was still very entertaining. He had like the Will Ferrell jerk
What?
move.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was.
It was something.
We
It's
love
my
you
favorite, probably.
so much. Thank
I
you for
love
hanging out with us
I
back
love
here. Lauren Elena, everybody.
All right, we have Mickey Guyton here with us. She has a line of people that are waving to her. She's like, Mickey,
No,
I
they were
love you."
waving at
no,
you.
I don't know about
They were
that.
waving at you.
All right, you have one of my favorite songs on country radio right now with Kane Brown.
I have a song with Kane Brown out right now.
How does that happen?
You know, I slid into his DMs.
You did not.
You know, I've been a
There's
huge
no way.
fan. I didn't have his
did?
number, so I had this song that BB Rexa and Tyler Hubbard wrote, and I was like, I would love to do this as a duet, and I just took a chance, and he said yes, and I could not believe it. Like, he's been such a supporter, and I just love what he's done with his career in this industry, and it just feels like such an honor to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, it sounds great. It feels like it's like a 90s throwback.
And I love the 90s. Don't we all love the 90s?
We all love it. It's a jam for me. And so after this song, what's next?
You know, I actually have done a short film. I've got more music coming out. I have a beautiful baby boy that I'm taking care of that has just been the greatest joy for me, touring, all of the things.
So do you take your boy with you on tour?
Oh, of course. But now he's starting to get to the school age. He's 2.5. So now I have to start considering a preschool, and that's been really, really hard for me to let him go.
These are big decisions. These are bigger decisions. Those are bigger decisions than like picking the next song.
They really, really are. You know, like motherhood just really changed me in the best way. Like, it just puts everything in life in perspective, and like nothing that you do is ever as big as that.
So how much did you learn from Shania? Like watching her every night, doing her thing. Did you get a lot of backstage time with her?
I didn't get a bunch of backstage time, but like what I loved about her show was there were so many different types of people in her audience. It was so inclusive, and she's so comfortable being the hot woman that she still is. And she's such a great performer.
Shania, you're still doing it.
You're still doing it, Shania.
Wherever you are, congratulations. Mickey Guyton, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, I am backstage here with my sweet friend, Scotty McCreery.
How are you?
I am so good. How are you, sir?
I am good. Glad to be here tonight. Grand Ole Opry House.
You are looking good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right back
so
at you.
Svelte in this suit. I love it.
Well, thank you. We got to show up here for the People's Choice Awards. Come
Absolutely. Now, okay, I want to talk to you about this because I read that you wrote Cab in a Solo around a campfire with your buddies. Were you in North Carolina? Back in your home state?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what is the most random or unique place that a song of yours has ever been born?
Oh, I mean, in bed. I mean, I feel like you get ideas in the middle of the night and you sing them into your phone or something and try not to wake up Gabi, you know, that kind of thing. But kind of all over the place, I would think, you know. Waffle Houses, who knows, you know, just you never know when an idea will hit you.
Well, clearly, yeah, you get them all different places.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that where you wake up and you think, well, I'll for sure remember this in the morning, and you didn't
it's
record
the worst.
it?
Yes, absolutely.
And you know that it
but
was probably the best song.
Yeah. Oh, what could have been?
Yes, absolutely. Well, you also posted a photo recently of your son on the set of a music video.
Yeah.
Now, why is that important to you to have him share those moments with you?
Oh, it's the best. You know, I try to take him everywhere with me, and it just makes everywhere feel like home, and I don't want to miss a moment of him growing up. So even tonight, it's like me and Gabi's little date night, but he's right back at the house, so we're going to make sure we get on back to him. But he's just the chillest little baby, and so far he's adapted really good to all the craziness that is our lives. So
I have a feeling he will be a very adaptable human.
I sure hope so. We live a wild life, so I hope so.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us backstage. Scotty McCreery, everybody.
Great to see you.
All right, we're with Winona, and I am excited to talk to you because it's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
And tonight, you are going to get the Country Champion Award. Now, what does that mean? Because I will say, in my eyes, you are a champion for many. Champion for other artists, champion for people, champion for life. So looking at it that way, it makes sense. But what does it mean to you?
Well, I looked it up today, and it says to battle for others' rights and honor. So I think it's appropriate because as a wife of my beloved husband, that's where I try to excel. As a grandmother, I just became a grandmother last year. I've got a sweet little baby that I'm looking at saying, what can I do? And so I started her a college fund already. My son is here, and being a single parent. So I think of the word battle because as a woman believer, faith is it, because it's easy to stand up here and look beautiful and do interviews and be sparkly, but it's hard to go to battle sometimes when you are weary. And I do that constantly. So that to me is the meaning of champion. And so I guess I really am one because I work really hard.
You are one, and I'm glad you recognize that, because sometimes it is hard to recognize who we are and what we give back and how we look in other people's eyes.
Yes.
So you are right. You are a champion. I'm glad you are here. It's the first one ever like this, People's Choice Awards for country music. So thank you. Another original, and you deserve to be here. I'm so glad to see you.
Well, I'm glad to see you, my dear.
Yeah.
And I feel like a little bit of a prom mom watching all the other kids dancing.
Yeah.
Because most of these kids weren't even born when I was popular.
Well, but we all love you the same. So you're
Still
sticking
popular.
around. We love you. Wynonna, everybody.
Well, hello, everybody. Standing here with the gorgeous, the amazing Ashley Cook.
You're so kind. Hello, everybody.
Yo, okay, you are in the thick of a huge tour right now.
It's been insane opening for Luke Bryan, also my headline tour. I've just been like not sleeping, but it's been a lot of fun, so it's okay. Make the
But it's
memories,
living
you
the
know?
dream, right?
Absolutely, 100%. It's been so much fun just getting to open up for Luke and then also do headline shows in like smaller rooms. It's been a really, really good time just getting to get my feet wet and touring. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been getting your feet wet and touring for a while
For a minute,
now.
yes.
I've seen you at some of the biggest festival stages that there are, and I saw that you're playing Stagecoach too.
Stagecoach.
How exciting is that?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I've never been to Stagecoach, let alone performed, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I've heard it's very hot,
Yes,
so shorts
it
are
is.
definitely the equation. But I'm so, have you been there? Have you guys played?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I played with Bobby Bones and the Raging Idiots a few years
Casual.
ago.
I love
Yeah.
that. Was it fun when you
It
played?
was so much fun.
Okay, good. Okay,
Crowds
awesome.
are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Also, they're gonna love your abs because
We
this
can hope,
woman,
we can
she's
hope. Oh
always
my
got the
God.
abs going.
It's hard on the road to keep up with them, but I do some
It
crunches,
is.
hotel room crunches. We get it. We
Okay,
get it
that's
in.
what I was gonna ask. Like, do you have any secrets for anyone on the go to keep those abs working?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the ask. You know, it's just a lot of like getting it like little 5-minute ab workouts in the day. It's just like the little things, sneaking them in, like little workouts. Don't be overwhelmed by it. Just get it in, and you'll be golden. So.
I've been trying to remember to do my squats while I'm drying my hair.
Smart.
Like
yeah,
that's,
see,
or
it's
when I'm
like-
brushing my teeth. Like you gotta get it in when you can.
You do. You know, we have busy lives.
Yes.
It's part of it. But fitness is amazing. It keeps you sane. So yeah,
Well,
I love it.
it is so good to see you. Thank you
too.
for hanging out with
Thank
us.
you so
Ashley
much.
Cook, y'all. You'll see her on the road very soon.
Hell yeah.
All right, Lainey Wilson and Hardy, 7-time nominee, 5-time nominee. So let's go ahead and get that.
Can't have nothing around here, man.
Get that out of the way. Lainey, you just came back from Red Rocks.
Yep.
How was that?
Unreal. I mean, honestly, and I'm sure you're the same way. When people say, like, what venues do you want to play? Everybody says Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And it lived up to the hype. I mean, it was unreal.
Red Rocks and where we are right now, the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
I mean, to do the first ever People's Choice Awards for country music here is pretty amazing.
That's right. What a week.
I've never played the Opry, by the way.
Are you serious?
I swear.
What
Honest
is
to God. I've never played the actual program, though. It's
I
just
need to
never
get somebody
happened.
from the Opry over here.
I don't know why. I never have.
Hardy's never played the Opry, guys. Let's think about what we're doing to country music here. You got to get him in. Sorry, I'll put a word in.
Okay, please do.
For
Thank
you. How did you guys come together for your duet? Who called who on that?
I sent the song to Lainey, sitting in the studio, and I said, hey, this is the best song I've ever written, and I want you to be a part of it. And if I remember correctly, you were getting on a flight.
I was.
And so there was like 3 hours of suspense of hearing back from her. And then 3
I'm
hours
making him
later,
wait.
she said yes.
You know, I can't let him know that he's that good.
Yeah, Hardy, yeah, if you give him too much, it really goes to his head pretty quick, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. Keeping you humble.
It turned out okay. Yeah, y'all are keeping me really humble tonight. What the hell?
No, we love you, Hardy. That's why we go with the people you love is the ones you give a hard time to.
That's right. That's true.
So what are you looking forward to tonight? A lot of icons tonight. There's a lot of some different names in the house.
I'm looking forward to just sitting out in the crowd and watching my buddies perform. I'm ready to see you. I'm ready to see Wynonna. Like, we're at the Grand Ole Opry. This place is just magical, and any chance I get to be in here, and especially on a special night like tonight, it's going to be pretty special.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's just cool to see all your friends in one place because that's so rare, and I feel like award shows are about the only time, and just to see all the cool collaborations and performances because, we don't really get to go to country concerts, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
It's kind of part of one of the things you kind of give up once you have success, and that's okay. I mean, that's part of it, but it's cool to be able to sit in a crowd and just watch performances all night.
Well, it wouldn't be complete without you guys. Lainey, Hardy, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you out there. Show's about
Sounds
to
good.
begin.
Woo-woo!
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. Backstage once again. I got Michael, I got Megan here. We were just talking about all of the different styles that we have. You went with the glitz and glam, and you went with the sleek and svelte, right?
I went like date night at the Olive Garden in my hometown. That was the all
Small
you can
town.
eat. Yeah.
Small town
That's date night.
elevated.
That's date
That
night.
is date night.
He's a man of the people.
I mean, listen, I will never turn down an Olive Garden. Give
Them
me those endless
man.
breadsticks.
Them breadsticks. Endless. There's a reason why.
There is. Well, it seems very fitting to be talking to you right now backstage at the Opry because you spend a lot of time here at the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
What does this place mean to you?
It means everything to me. You know, growing up in a family that loved country music, this was a place that my grandfather was always teaching us about. We were watching like the late night VHSs that you would buy for like 1995, you know, and with Minnie Pearl and String Bean and Grandpa Jones and Roy Acuff and you know, just the whole history of it. So I never take it for granted being back here. You know, whenever we'll be able to just be even the times I've just hung out here, been backstage to watch a friend perform or whatever, just something special. So I think it's really cool that they did it here, the first ever People's Choice Country Awards. At the Opry, you know?
I agree with that. What are y'all most excited about tonight?
I'm excited to see the performances, and I'm just kind of like honored to be a part of this first inaugural People's Choice Country Awards. I think it's cool. I just had my own Opry debut earlier this year, so it's always amazing to be back here, and this feels like a special place for a special night.
That's so amazing. Well, all right, they're already telling us we got to wrap it up, but it's so good to hang out with both of you tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see
you. You too.
The power of country music. It comes from its traditions, its honesty, its stories about love, heartbreak, and trucks. Well, tonight, for the first time ever, backstage live at the People's Choice Country Awards show. The power of country music comes directly from one truck and now plugged into the new 2024 Ford F-150. Here is Chapel Hart.
I saw that little black box in your drawer when you walked out the room. I sure as hell hope that it ain't diamonds. Don't want to ruin what you had in mind, but if you want to declare your love, there's something you should know. This girl likes Fords, big old F-250s, grip tires on wheels and decals, 'cause I like fishing. Talk about falling in love, then raise it up 6 inches. Chrome kid on a 4x4. Ooh, this girl likes Ford. Baby, I hope I didn't come across too forward. Just want you to know who you have before you lock it down. Don't want to go to the city for the night, and a bonfire sounds just right. I'd give up the rock on my hand, tell customs to add rock lights. This girl likes Ford, big ol' F-250s, wood grip tires on wheels, decals 'cause I like fishing. Talk about falling in love, then raise it up 6 inches. Chrome kid on a 4x4. Ooh, this girl likes So let it up, throw it down and watch it go. You ride shotgun
Chapel Heart. This Girl Likes Fords, presented by Ford Trucks. And right now, this girl right here is hanging out with a Cameron Marlowe. No big deal. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm so good. I'm getting to hang out with you. How are you doing?
I'm having a great time. Everybody's in the same spot, and we're having just such a blast back here backstage. It's a great night already.
It really is, and it feels home. It feels family because we're here at the Opry.
At the Opry, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's crazy how much it actually matters.
It really is, and you're one of the Opry Next Stage artists.
I am.
How does that feel?
It feels incredible. I'm telling you what, I'm so glad to be around so many other people that are also the Opry Next people. And this has just been a great experience, and being able to hang out and be able to play the Opry as much as I've gotten to in the past year or so. It's been great.
I mean, that's quite the endorsement. When you get the endorsement from the Grand Ole Opry, y'all, that's
True
like,
that.
whoo, that feels good as a country music artist. Also, you're a presenter tonight on the first ever People's Choice Country
Goodness
Awards.
gracious, this is my first time ever presenting. So I was just telling you earlier, I am so nervous, so nervous.
Okay, so you've never presented an award in an award show.
No, and I just hope I can read. I hope I can read in public. We're going to find out together, all right?
Listen, everybody understands. We're all there for you, aren't we? Well, you have had so much going on lately. You've been out on the road a ton. What have been some of the highlights of this year for you?
So this year, my what is it called? Headline tour.
Oh,
actually sold out
That's a little
already.
mic drop.
I know. It's sold out already. So I've got all these venues that I'm going to this year, and everybody's already bought the tickets to it. I'm living up here. I'm just enjoying the cruise control and just enjoying the time, you know?
No kidding. Do you know how long artists work to be able to say they sold out a headlining tour?
Yeah, I know. And I'm just very blessed that I have great fans that are buying these tickets.
I know clearly that they are loving you right now. Okay, what is one of your favorite songs that you get to play on stage?
Favorite song right now that I get to play on stage is actually a cover, and since we're in the Opry, it's a Johnny Cash cover of Folsom Prison Blues. But we do it really bluesy, so it's really fun to play. We get to rock out a little bit on it, so it's a blast.
That's so fun. Do you have the solos going on with everybody too?
Everybody gets a solo on
Yeah.
that song.
I mean, when you're playing Johnny Cash, you kind of got to let loose a little bit on stage.
Exactly.
What are some of your favorite cities to play?
Favorite city? Well, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, so Kansas City is up there. But my most favorite venue that I've ever played is Coyote Joe's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, I know that.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Fun.
I love it.
That's amazing. Well, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Cameron Marlowe. We are going to toss it to Miss Ashley McBride, giving you a little tour of the Opry House.
Hey everybody, I'm outside the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, where the first ever People's Choice Country Awards are happening tonight. I'm going to take you on an exclusive backstage tour. Come on. This is the Grand Ole Opry post office. You can write a letter to any Opry member, and many of us answer all of our Opry mail. I'm gonna check my box. Let's see what I've got. Woo! Jackpot. This is the Opry member wall. So many of our heroes are right here on these plaques, and look. Yeah, that's me. Let's go take a look at some dressing rooms. This is the Friends and Neighbors room. We've had all kinds of visitors at the Opry, and I mean from across the globe. In this room, I've seen Kevin Costner, Leslie Jordan, we've had Andy Warhol, Paul and Linda McCartney, and more. This dressing room is the Bluegrass room, which is such a big part of country music. And here you'll find photos of Bill Monroe, Ricky Skaggs, Alison Krauss, and more. This is the Women of Country room. I might be a little biased, but this one is my favorite. And on these walls, you'll see photos of legends like Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, and here's my picture. You know what? You're gonna love the Opry stage. Come on. And this is the stage everybody dreams of playing. Welcome to the Grand Ole Opry.
Little Big Town and that performance. Did y'all see that? How amazing are they? Also, we were talking about all the fashion that we were going to see here backstage at the Grand Ole Opry at the People's Choice Country Awards. And nobody does it better than Little Big Town. They are always, from head to toe, dressed to the Nashville Nines, as we were talking about earlier. Oh, and look who's coming into the shot right now. We got Chuck Wicks.
Yes, we do.
You have had a busy night over there on the carpet.
Listen, I've talked to Toby Keith, Winona. I mean, you had some people back here.
I know. I was with Hunter Hayes. I was just with Cameron Marlowe, Chapel Hart. We've had so many people coming in and out of the room. It's been so much fun.
Yes.
I mean, it's like kind of a whirlwind.
I will say we were a little nervous going into this.
Yeah.
We're like, we don't know what to expect because this is the first ever People's Choice Country Awards. And I was watching on the screen.
Oh.
Okay?
Uh-huh. I'm
Natalie,
scared of what you're about to say.
I'm proud of you. Knuckles right here. Did a good job.
Thank you.
That could be a
Thank
weapon.
you.
That could
It
be a
could
weapon,
be.
by the way.
That's
just so
if I
everybody
need
knows.
it to be.
Okay. No, it's been awesome.
No, but to you too. It's funny because we have little feeds in our ears, and I kept hearing your interviews with everybody, and it sounded like everybody was just so excited to be here tonight.
Oh, you were listening to my interviews?
I was.
That's weird because
I was spying on you.
I took my ears out.
Did you really?
No, I heard your interviews too. I would never do that
He's
to you.
not even listening to me.
I'm
not
sorry,
at all.
Natalie, is that you? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
It's nice though to be back here in the family room and at the Grand Ole Opry because it feels like we're just at home.
You're right, because the Grand Ole Opry is so special, but to have something like this here, I think all the artists are more comfortable being here. I was walking through the halls. I saw Blake Shelton, of course, and Blake goes, "Oh, hey Chuck, what's up?" Like that. It's a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's a great, iconic show. We're kicking it off. I'm so happy we're doing it together. And the audience out there is electrifying. So next year, when we do this again, round number 2, bigger and better.
I like that you're already thinking about next year with this.
Listen.
But it is funny because when you're doing something for the very first time, it's very nerve-wracking because you have no idea what to expect. You don't know what to expect with what everybody's going to be wearing. How dressy are they going to be?
Yeah.
We were right earlier though that you're going to see a little bit of everything.
We saw everything.
Everything.
So Priscilla Block in particular.
Oh, I haven't seen her yet. Tell me.
She is wearing an outfit from Amazon.
Of course she is.
And it looks great.
Woman, she knows how to elevate an outfit better than just about anybody I've ever seen.
Great.
She bought one of those vests in a truck stop and turned it into a stage outfit. And you would think that she bought it for a very large number.
No,
you know?
I will say I was impressed with Priscilla Block because she's like, oh, I just had a #1 with Justin Moore, and I'm like, oh, that's great. What did you do with the money? She goes, oh, I bought a John boat. She bought a John boat. Now,
stop it! Of course she did.
John boats are like not that expensive. I mean, and she bought a used John boat off of what is it? A Facebook Marketplace. So. To put
that girl, she keeps it real.
She keeps it very real. And Lady Antebellum, Lady A, sorry. I mean, let's get it right. Lady A. So Lady A, I mean, they are, I remember, I've been in this business for a long time. I remember coming up in the ranks with Lady A.
Yeah.
They haven't changed one bit.
I know.
People are applauding backstage. Lainey Wilson just won an award.
Oh my gosh.
She's.
Oh my gosh! Of course she did. We could have predicted that, couldn't we?
Well, she's got 7 of them to win tonight, so that's
What?
#1.
She's nominated for 7.
7-time nominee. Hardy's got 5. Of course, Toby Keith taking the Icon Award.
And you got to talk to Toby earlier about that.
Yeah, he heard you were back here. He was just like, oh, I'll talk to Chuck.
Figures. Uh-huh.
I got her
I would
again.
too.
Obviously, Natalie and I love each other. We've known each other forever.
We have known each other a very
We're allowed
long
to do
time.
this. We're allowed to do this. But look at Lainey Wilson, the female artist of 2023. She just won that award. It's awesome, man.
I love that so much.
People are stoked to be here, and I think this is the first of many.
Well, it's so cool that it's all fan voted. It's all you guys. You guys are the ones that are voting on these awards, and that's what everybody in country music, we all like to honor the fans as much as possible because it's all about you guys all the time.
There's a little more buzz around this. You can tell, and this being in Runaway June. When you go to some other award shows, it's different because it's not fan voted. So you're like, oh, did we do the right thing? Did we mail enough letters out? Did we do all that stuff? And this is one of those things where you can be like, all right, what do the fans really think? And here we are.
You know what? A little birdie told me that it's time for you to go do your next thing.
What am I doing?
You have very important business to take care of.
Listen, I'm going out in the audience. Stay tuned. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Listen, you're
Keep
awesome.
watching. All
right
right.
here. Be careful with the
okay,
weapon.
I'm not gonna hurt you there. All right. Now, right now, you guys, we have a video here for the best concert tour. So watch.
This year, y'all had the most fun. Boot scooting, tossing your cowboy and cowgirl hats, and raising your cups with some of your favorite artists at concerts all over the world. So whose concert tour do you want to relive the most? The nominees for the concert tour of 2023 are Blake Shelton, Back to the Honky Tonk Tour, Carrie Underwood, Denim and Rhinestones Tour, Chris Stapleton, All-American Roadshow Tour, Kenny Chesney, I Go Back 2023 Tour, Luke Combs, World Tour, Morgan Wallen, One Night at a Time World Tour, Shania Twain, Queen of Me Tour, Zach Bryan, the Burn, Burn, Burn Tour.
Whew, y'all, how much fun is this night? The People's Choice Country Awards backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. So this Grand Ole Opry host is feeling very at home and very at ease. That's the nice thing about being here with all of the superstars in the room. There's something about being at the Grand Ole Opry that just makes you feel like, oh, your buddy's here. And then you start thinking, oh my gosh, my buddy is Lady A. It's no big deal. You try not to get too excited about it, but it's just been so fun back here, and there's so much buzz happening. We have so many stars here, which is not surprising because, of course, you guys have been voting on these categories. We are so excited to see more performances tonight. I got to hear a little bit of sound checks yesterday, and let me tell you guys, you are in for so many treats coming up. I'm excited that Chuck just went out into the front of the house because he has a little bit of a hard job out there. He's going to be grabbing some people and trying to make some magic happen, but he's so good at that. He knows everybody. He's been on the radio for years, so he's done so many interviews, and it's fun for me to be back here because a lot of times we keep it very Opry-centric. I'm usually talking to people about their Opry experiences, and we've done some of that tonight, but we've also gotten to talk to everybody about everything that's going on and what they're the most excited about. One of my favorite questions for some of our big stars is wondering who their favorite icons are. Like, you know, Toby Keith's getting the All Icon Award tonight, but who is Toby Keith's icon? Who was he looking after and trying to emulate? And who are some of our artists trying to emulate with their songwriting and their performance styles? And like, who have they been absorbing different performances from? It's so cool because you never know. You never know what you're going to see here at the Grand Ole Opry, especially when we have a big old fancy award show tonight. Also, we were talking about all the fashion earlier, and I love that we have seen some of the biggest sparkles, some of the biggest glam. Did you see those Chapel Hart girls? How amazing are they? They were just like disco balls, just head to toe sparkles. And then we've also seen some T-shirts, which is pretty amazing. Now, okay, I'm already talking about the fashion, so I think that it is time to throw to a little bit more fashion for you guys. Take a look. Goodness, y'all, we had Kane Brown just now on the stage playing and jumping with his fiddle player. That's one of my favorite things. He's got Lars out there playing that fiddle for him, and I've actually gotten to play fiddle for Kane once too. He called me because Lars was a little under the weather, and I got to play on a whiskey sour, which was such a cool moment last year. Anytime I get to do anything with Kane Brown, let me tell you what, that man right there, he is as sweet and as kind as they come. He takes care of his people on the road. He takes care of his family, and it is so, so exciting to see him in the Opry House here tonight. That's kind of the theme when you're here at the Opry, though, is family. I know that we say that a lot, but it couldn't be more true. I mean, that's one of the things that I'm so proud of in country music, is that it's all a big old family. Now, right now, I think it's time to toss it to Mr. Chuck Wicks, hanging out with Lily Rose.
All right, we're with Lily Rose right now. And now, Lily, I talked to you earlier before the show, and you said, you know, I've never really been into the Grand Ole Opry, and now you're here, and now you got big things. Now you're sitting in pews. You got a song called The Back Pew coming. You used to work across the street. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, man, like, I've never been into the Grand Ole Opry, but it's been, I've been on the other side of this campus for so long, working my tail off, trying to get a record deal and a publishing deal, and to be here right here, I'm sitting next to the king, Mr. Randy Travis right here, and with so many colleagues I respect so much. It's a dream come true for my first time here.
That's awesome, and you just got married. Now is that your day?
Oh, this is my date, my wife. She's here.
Here, come here. Come on up here. Yeah, this is great. All right, now, is this your first? Now, you guys met across the street.
We did, actually, the first time ever, so pretty wild. It is pretty crazy.
I can see it. Like, you guys are super in love. I love it. And it's like so close to home where you first met. Super happy for you guys. Back pew. Now, do you sign, like, because, you know, my wife always has to sign off on my songs. Are you signing off on all of her songs?
I mean, I do, but I don't know if she's asking permission, but I sign off on them regardless.
She's got a good ear. She's got great A&R, so I'll take it.
Okay, so here's the deal. If you don't like Lily Rose's song, it's her fault. If you do like it, it's Lily Rose's fault.
Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, go the opposite way on that one. How about that?
Okay, see, they're going to be married a long time. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, thanks, Chuck. Appreciate you, man. It's good to see you, seriously.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks again for coming back to us.
Oh, wow. Okay, we are live. Hi.
Hi.
I'm here with Chris Young. I was just bragging on how great he looks and asking him what he's been doing lately. My goodness. Look at you.
Yeah, lots of living in the studio and then simultaneously living in the gym. Less pizza at 11:30 at night. That's about it.
Yeah,
the boring stuff.
Less ordering in the pizza at the late night studio sessions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which is really hard to do because inevitably everybody else orders pizza and you just have to stand there and watch them eat it.
Well, I got to ask you this. So, like with me, the hardest one is when I'm on a plane. But it's like you can't get off the plane. They're like, hey, do you want snacks? And you're like, I could probably have a snack. And it's just like nothing is healthy whatsoever.
No, and it always makes me, for some reason, being up in the air like that, I'm always craving having an actual like
want
Coke.
comfort food.
I want a soda.
Yeah, you want your comfort
and
food.
I want all that sugar. No.
So.
Okay, I got to ask you about this. So I'm sure in no time at all, your new single's going to go gold, which means how many gold certifications is that going to be for you?
I have no idea.
You don't even know?
I don't know.
It's going to be 20.
I don't know.
It's going to be 20, y'all. Do you realize that?
Well, I did not, but I appreciate you telling me that. It's fun being at a point where you and I have known each other for a long time.
We took voice lessons
Yeah.
together when we were itty bitty. How?
Yeah.
I was like 10 years old
Oh my
when
God! Like back, I was
Mark
like
Perry.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wild.
Back in the day. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just exciting, and you know, the new song "Young Love" and Saturday Nights is out. It kind of references a David Bowie lick from Rebel Rebel, and he's listed as a songwriter on it. So
Really?
yeah, it's really cool. I'm happy it's out there, and you know what? You never know until you know. So hopefully you guys love it as much as I loved recording it, and fingers crossed it goes gold.
I have a feeling that that's going to happen. You seem to be on a bit of a roll with that whole train. So.
You never know. I never take it for granted. I'm very, very lucky.
And
so.
this is why we love him, y'all.
Yeah.
So I also saw recently, I just love this because I saw this on your Instagram. You are so dedicated as an entertainer and performer that you were out there in the pouring down rain.
No. I have to say this. That is that crowd. It was in Massachusetts. Shout out to anybody that came to that show. It was cold. They got rained on the entire show, and no one left. It was wild. I was just sitting there going, are you kidding me? Like the video that I posted on my TikTok is actually from the very last song of the show.
Oh.
And they were all still out
so
there.
was it raining like the whole show?
The whole show.
Okay, you guys, this is what we're talking about. This is what it's all about. This show is all voted on by the fans. And y'all are the ones that give us energy when we're on stage, and we need it desperately.
For sure.
That is
like,
so...
It was incredible.
I got chills when you said that. That's so cool. That is so amazing. Now, we are backstage at the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
This is a place that you have spent a lot of time.
Yes.
What does this place mean to you?
You know, it means the world to me. I love being a part of the Opry family. It's just one of those things where I never knew I'd be invited in my lifetime. And I've got a great reverence for the music that came before me, even if I don't necessarily put out stuff that sounds like what necessarily, you know, graced the hallways before I got here. I was influenced by all those artists. And so it's so cool to be able to say I'm an Opry member and have this event be here tonight. I mean, the fact that they wanted to use the Grand Ole Opry House, I think is amazing.
Yeah, it seems very fitting for the very first ever People's Choice Country Awards.
For sure.
Okay, what's Chris Young's favorite song to play live?
Why you gotta hit me with that one?
Because I hate it when people hit me with that one.
Well, it's obviously Young Love and Sept. No. I would say for me, it's still Getting You Home. It's my first number one.
Really?
People always sing it. It's just, you know, I didn't ever think I was going to have anything break 37, much less be number one. So I do know that I have 13 of those. I do know that number off the top of my head.
He does know that one.
I know that one.
That's lucky number 13 right there.
Yeah,
I like that.
So it's just incredible, and that's still my go-to.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Yeah. Well, and you really are, you take care of your people on the road. You take care of your band. How much does it mean to you to be able to travel with a family like that? I mean, they become your family over time.
Yeah, I mean, it means the world that those guys have been with me as long as they have. My keyboard player is a guy named Seth Costner that I went to college with.
Oh, my gosh.
My guitar player's been with me for almost 18 years now on the road. Just
God,
incredibly.
I didn't even realize it was that long.
Yeah.
That's so incredible.
Yeah, in I think it's March or May will be 18 years.
Wow. So y'all have seen every kind of venue under the sun.
Yes, even the bad ones, especially the bad ones.
Like even the parking lots where there's no stage and there's no real sound system like back in the day.
We played like the clubs where 14 people showed up maybe and like 7 of them were interested in.
Yeah, and someone stole some merch because you didn't have a merch person there. Yeah,
they probably did.
Exactly. Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us. It's so good to see you. Chris Young, everybody. Y'all, I am backstage again here with the amazing, the incomparable Hunter Hayes.
It's good to see you.
It is so good to see you.
It's good to be here. Good to be out of the house for a little bit.
Well, you've been out of the house a lot lately. I know you've been on the road playing shows. You've got the new album that just came out.
Yes.
Okay, so if you could boil down the theme of this album to just a couple of words.
Oh, relationship with yourself. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we talk about relationships, but it's all really in the context of your relationship with yourself.
Oh, the most important one.
Yeah, and we all did a lot of that work, right, in the last couple of years, you know, being alone for so long.
Yes.
And so this album is just about that. It's about kind of looking at everything in life through that perspective and like, okay, well, what's my opportunity for growth here? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think we all need to focus on that as much as we can. Mm-hmm. And you have a deluxe version of the album that's coming out, right?
Potentially.
Potentially.
We're thinking about it.
Will that keep following the theme?
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I love that.
I mean, as you know, like an album's never done. You just run out of time, money, or patience.
Yeah.
is the quote?
Absolutely true.
So like that.
Yep.
So I think there are songs that belong in this album, and I think I'm going to put them out with the album at some point.
I sure hope that's what's happening.
Yeah. So
okay, so you need to confirm a rumor that I keep hearing that Sir Elton John
that's
just
terrifying.
randomly checks in with you.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Elton is a natural mentor. He always, I met him years ago when I got to, like I'm been in the business forever. But when I did a tribute
Well, you
album.
have, because you started when you were like 2.
Yeah, I guess I did. But I did a tribute album for him, and he was gracious enough to call me on a Sunday morning. And he just became a mentor. He checks in every now and then. Hey, I heard about the new album, or hey, I heard you're on tour in the UK. I would love to come see you, or whatever. And from what I've heard, there's a lot of artists that he does that with, and I'm grateful to be on the list.
Yes,
so, yeah.
that is very, very impressive.
It's a nice little thing to drop at a party. You know what I mean?
yeah, no big deal. No big deal at all.
Yeah.
Y'all, Hunter Hayes, so good to see you.
It's great to see you.
We are backstage here live at the People's Choice Country Awards, the first ever, by the way, People's Choice Country Awards. And we are at our home base here in Nashville, Tennessee of the Grand Ole Opry. We've been talking a lot about style, a lot about music, and Miss Carly Pierce just now with that sleek, straight hair. I don't know if I've ever seen that look on her. That is so gorgeous and beautiful. That was so amazing. Also, that was the first time that she has ever performed that song. So I think that's pretty cool. There is so much commotion going on back here, y'all. There are people that are kind of gathered and watching the awards from back here. There's some monitors around, and everybody got really quiet waiting to see who was about to win, and then started cheering. It's so much fun here. And it feels right, because we're here at the Opry. We keep grabbing different people to chat with them and talk to them, which is the best. And it just makes it feel like it's a normal Opry night. And then you're like, wait, but it is kind of a normal Opry night, just with everybody really decked out in their dresses tonight. And there's been some amazing suits and all kinds of glitter and, I don't know, sparkles of all kinds here. It's been amazing. Now, did y'all see that Dan and Shay just won Duo of the Year? Is that any surprise? Although, I don't know. There are so many amazing people that are nominated tonight for every category, but you guys clearly, you got those votes in, and you made Dan and Shay the winners. I mean, can't really get better vocals than those two singing together. I also want to talk to them about that house that they have on the cover of their album, the bigger houses where they have that giant little tiny house that they're like sitting on. Like, where does that go? After they build that, does one of them just like put that in their backyard for a minute? I don't know. I would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. So maybe we'll get to talk to them. I don't know. And even if we don't get to, I'll ask that, and I'll try to let you guys know at some point. Now, one of the songs that's up for Song of the Year tonight, it has the most fascinating backstory and background. Now, listen to this. Luke Combs' Fast Car, that clearly we are all obsessed with and cannot stop humming. It was originally written by 4-time Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter Tracy Chapman in 1988. Now, it's been towards the top of the music charts a few times, but never till now has it been at number 1. Luke's cover of this song, it rose to the top of the country music Billboard chart this year, making it 23 years. Let me repeat that. 23 years since Tracy Chapman herself topped a Billboard chart. Now, only this time, it was as a songwriter for country music. That put her right back at the top with Luke, because she is the sole songwriter on that song. And that is really, really rare these days. That is something that very rarely happens, that someone is the only writer on a song. Now, it's so crazy and so wild. I love that Fast Car is back in all of our brains. I do find myself humming that song just about every day. If Fast Car wins Song of the Year, it will be such a full circle moment right in the circle. Can't fight synergy, right? Now, that just proves what we all know, that good music is truly timeless. I love how much you guys are loving that song, bringing it back to the top of the charts. This is such an amazing night. There is so much buzz happening backstage right now. It's like everybody's grabbing a little something, and then, oh, wow. It's already time. I can toss back over to Mr. Chuck Wicks, who's hanging out with Adam Doliak.
All right, we're here with Adam Doliak, and you know, we spent some time on the red carpet.
We did.
And we had a moment.
Yeah.
And we
a
talked.
Great moment.
It was a great moment.
Yeah, great moment.
We talked about how you sing to people on Instagram, and I said, you know, I feel like it's at me, and it's not at me. Let's be honest. It's at the person next to you.
It is a large part of my wife that's sitting right next to me. She inspires a lot of this music I write. But like I told you, there are instances where I want you to hear it and I'm singing straight to you. So I'm glad you hear it that way sometimes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Being a newer artist, what is it like being in this room tonight? What is it like, you know, Toby Keith is, you know, inches away. Yeah. Randy Travis is right behind us. And watching all these people and all the country fans come together for the first ever People's Choice Country Awards. What is it like for you? Did you get butterflies? Do you think like, oh, I can't wait to get up there? What's it like?
Definitely butterflies. You know, I'm up and coming and I work hard at this every day, and this is my first time getting to be a part of an award show like this. So getting to be here, getting to be just kind of in the atmosphere of all these really talented people is incredible. And I just love country music, and I love the grind, and I love building this career day by day and fan by fan. And I think that is what's so cool is so many fans are here. They're the reason we get to do what we do, and they have the final say. We're making music, and we hope they love it. So it's a special night for a lot of reasons, and I'm really excited to be here.
Well, listen, you've been awesome to talk to. Big fan. You know, I think your day is coming soon up on that stage. We're going to wrap it up with you. That's how much I believe in you, Adam. Hey. That's how much I believe in Adam.
That's got to be good luck, right?
I feel so. So next year, this time, we're going to rewind. This is going to be it.
We're going to look back.
Have a good night. Thank you for joining Natalie and I Backstage Live, People's Choice Country Awards. That's it. We're done. We're done.
Good night, everybody.
Go to NBC. Watch the show.
Y'all, it is so crazy backstage right now. This is so exciting and so fun. Exactly how an award show is supposed to be, you know? We've got Dan and Shay in the room over here next to us. It's just, what an amazing night. Now, so when we say something is iconic, we mean it's epic. It's legendary. It's in a league of its own and a cut above the rest. And that's exactly what Toby Keith is, a country music icon. Now, later tonight during the award show, the man who should have been a cowboy will be honored for his incredible influence and leadership as a multi-decade humanitarian, his extraordinary musicianship, and for the country music pioneer that he is. Now, with over 30 #1 singles, 30 #1 singles, tours that led him across the country and over all the seas, he's a household name with worldwide fame. And he doesn't use it all for himself. Throughout his career, he constantly has been giving his time and uses his talent to invest where it matters the most, in other people's lives. And he most certainly paves the way for other artists. In fact, presenting the award to him tonight is a guy who opened up for him nearly 20 years ago. Y'all may have heard of him. His name is Blake Shelton. Team Blake, let's go. You're not going to want to miss that on NBC and Peacock in just a bit. So we are backstage live at the People's Choice Country Awards, and it is brought to you by Ford. Tonight, they congratulate their friend Toby Keith on his Country Icon Award. Toby, you'll always be the Ford truck man. Thank y'all so much for watching tonight. Have an incredible evening. Mwah.